Hello there.
Hi.
Right off the gate, I want to say, last week we had a pretty decent show, I want to say.
We did. It was pretty decent.
That's pretty cool. Because we didn't do much, which is always good.
No, I love when we don't have to do anything.
Although, I guess we did kind of do a lot, though, at the end of the day.
Yeah, because we got yelled at, remember? All the fans are like, yo, stop talking, you douches. I want to hear Dirty Purple.
Yeah, we had Dirty Purple in the studio.
We did.
I don't think we really mentioned their name a lot during the show.
The DP. I kept calling him DP.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny.
I thought so, too.
You're double penetrating them all.
Oh, God.
I thought that's what you were talking. Last week we would not have made that joke, by the way.
No, we shouldn't make it now. Take it back.
You were doing that yourself, which was pretty cool.
Take the joke back.
It's weird how you were managing to do that, too. You're a two-parter. I don't even know.
Shut up.
Do you have two pieces? I don't know.
That is not the joke. Joke is going nowhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next. I'm typing an email as we speak. There you go.
Emailing.
I'm emailing. I don't know where the send button is.
I don't know if you guys are from the future or not, but we email here.
Oh. Send. Okay.
All right. Hit it. Email sent.
Email sent.
I hope everybody's happy out there that the email was sent successfully.
Okay. That's all I care about.
Successful email.
I just see, too. I'm looking. I didn't know you had a Twitter, first of all.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Are you serious? You didn't know I had a Twitter.
I didn't know you were one of those guys that tweets all the time.
I don't tweet all the time, but I'm pretty low-key on Twitter.
Okay. I saw you retweeted something that we did, which was kind of weird. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I saw it, and I felt like since I'm a part of the show now, I should probably retweet it.
Okay.
So you should probably RT it.
Yeah, I don't see it anymore, but yeah. So something got posted on the website. That's what happened.
Yeah,
Stavcast.com.
And it was retweeted by me at Matthew.
Yeah. And it was funny because I accidentally posted that on the website. I was responsible for that.
It was an accident?
I wanted to post it the next day.
Oh, so like that was bad I retweeted it then?
No, I mean
it is what it is. But.
I mean once it gets posted, it goes out, like everyone finds out about it. But I'm like, I wanted to schedule. Like I don't really want to post that.
No.
Actually, I wanted to post it a couple days from now. I wanted to post it next week is actually what I wanted to do. But yeah, it was some photos from a concert we were at.
We were at a concert event, a musical concert event.
And 95% of the photos you'll see on Stavcast.com I took.
Because mine are bad.
Did you crop yours too, by the way?
Yeah. They were
okay.
There's a little Lightroom in there. I got a little fancy. I wanted to feel like a real photographer.
Because like, I was posting all mine and I noticed they were like I was resizing them.
Yeah. Well, she was like, obviously I didn't do it. I had my girlfriend do it. And she's like, is this like a good size? I'm like, I'm going to be honest with you. He's going to resize them anyway. So like, just send them.
But like I was resizing them so they were in proportion, so they were like
they look the same.
Yeah.
And then like you put
and then yours are like a perfect square.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? I'm like, how's this camera doing that? Like,
magic.
How do you take perfect squares and no good pictures?
It's the horrible picture perfect square button. It's to the left of the take the regular photo, you jackass button.
Because it was like we want to go see Bowling for Soup.
BFS.
Some people may have heard of them.
I abbreviate every band.
Okay, BFS. So we went to see them. And somewhere along the line, we get up and on stage.
And so, I think more importantly, we should talk about somewhere along the line. Someone thought we were photographers.
That's true.
And so we ended up getting photo passes. So we're there, and I'm like, I've never really operated a camera before in my life.
Normally,
other than, like on an iPhone.
Yeah, normally in these situations,
I was taking Instagram photos. It would be great.
We would find somebody to do this for us.
Yeah, we would have gotten somebody, but we wanted to go to the show. So
yeah, so
it was purely selfish motives.
Yeah, we have a nice camera. We have access to nice cameras.
Sort of.
Yeah.
I mean, mine's like a $300 Coolpix.
But is it a Coolpix?
It's a Coolpix.
I didn't really check it out.
It's like one of the nicer Coolpixes, but it's still freaking Coolpix.
Ashton Kutcher uses that.
He does.
So that's kind of cool.
Pix.
You're a celebrity just like him.
Yeah, I am.
But then it got awkward because like we show up at this place. First time I've ever been to the World Cafe Live in Philadelphia, by the way.
Right.
And I think we all noticed there was a great lack of security there. Right. Like there was like, I was walking in, I was expecting to see like, not so much security everywhere, but somebody blocking access to the stage.
Yeah. I had brought a bag in and like, nobody.
Yeah, I had a bag.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody cared. There was no security whatsoever. You were walking in and out of the place as if you owned it.
Right.
Like you were actually leaving you left the venue, went to the car, and came back in.
Yeah.
When's that happen?
Like the back way. Like I just did whatever I wanted.
You went out
nobody
like the emergency
stopped me.
exit.
Nobody questioned me. Nobody said anything.
Yeah.
And the
it was so
emergency
weird.
exit was like all the cool kids who were smoking were.
Okay.
Yeah.
That exit
know.
did look a lot cooler than the main exit, I gotta say, because of all the smoking.
Right. It was a lot cool. It was significantly cool. It was 75% cooler.
Yeah, but it was so like there's nobody up there. So at one point I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna walk on the stage like I own this place. Walked on the stage, and nobody said one word to me.
Right.
Finally, like when Bowling for Soup came on, that's when we were really questioned by it.
Yeah, they were like, oh, these dudes.
Yeah, because before that, like Patent Pending was right before them.
Yeah, they were phenomenal, by the way.
There were like 20 people on the stage for them.
Yeah, there was like,
I think there were fans that were just walking up there casually watching.
dude, everybody was doing whatever they wanted. Nobody.
Bowling for Soup came on, and finally somebody had some kind of organization, so they cleared off the stage except for us.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird. I was standing there, and somebody's like, Matthew? I'm like, nope. And he's like, oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I see you here. Your name and my name are only two names on this thing.
Right.
I'm like, okay, what's the deal? And
Well, if you're not A, you're B.
Yeah. And he's like, okay, well, where's Matthew at? And I had no clue where you were. Like, you just
I was
disappeared.
outside.
You were at the car.
I was with the cool kids.
Okay. so he's like, oh, okay, whatever. He's like, yeah, just after 3 songs, just get off the stage.
Go.
Don't talk to the band. Don't touch the band. Don't get in their way.
Don't wave your dick around at the band.
Yeah. And then what he failed to mention was, oh, by the way, and we should know this because we're not idiots. Oh, by the way, you won't be able to hear a single thing that's happening on the stage.
Yeah, we should have known that when we saw no monitors. I mean, we do music, shows and stuff too. Like my band, you do sound. Like we've been around this. It's not our first.
It's not our first. Yeah.
And we don't see any monitors. And we're like, I wonder why I can't hear any vocals.
And not only that, but
I wonder why all I hear is drums.
It's the classic thing too. Like we say this week after week. Maybe we say in private, but like we go to a lot of local shows,
right?
And there are 2 types of bands: bands that get it, and bands that walk up and turn their amps up all the way, and there's never any need for that,
right?
And this is the prime example. They're playing a room. I don't know how many 100 people that holds.
Right.
Decent sized room.
Right.
You couldn't even hear the amps if you're 10 feet away.
No.
Because everything's mic'd.
Everything's mic'd. Everything goes to the monitor through the PA system, and
yeah. So all we heard were drums.
Like your amp sounds better when it's not all the way up.
Oh yeah. It's not designed to do that.
It's all amps sound better when they're not turned all the way up.
Yeah. No matter what amp you own, trust us.
It doesn't matter.
It sounds a lot better.
It sounds a lot better, quieter.
Yeah.
I mean, figure about you want to go about like 25% of what you got.
Yeah.
25 to 30.
Because you want to leave room for the spikes.
Right. Too low can be not good too, but you want to.
Because it's not constant.
You need some wiggle room.
When you're playing, you're not playing at a constant 25%. You'll spike it and it'll go up.
Yeah, you'll play harder. You'll play,
Yeah, so you want to leave headroom, it's called.
Right, and you also have you take an effect like your effects and
exactly
what your volume is on your guitar.
And they understood that, but it was tough for us because as soon as it came on, I just shrugged. I'm like, man, we're not going to be able to hear anything.
Yeah, this is gonna suck. I'm gonna hear a damn thing.
And then you look around and
everybody's got in-ears in.
Yeah,
you're like,
it was the band, 2 people that work for the band and us, and everyone but us
has in-ears.
And we should have brought ours because we've got there's an in-ear.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. Well, I guess we probably could have gotten away with it because they let me do anything else. I could have had a gun in that bag and nobody stopped me or looked at it or wanted to.
Yeah.
No, I had a comic book. I had a bunch of receipts. And I had a camera. I think I had an open stick of gum and like a pack of cigarettes. Like that was it.
Well, I want to say the most security we had actually was when we get there. You know what? Let's just
go through the whole night.
Yeah, we might as well just take a break and
take a break and then we'll.
Obviously, there are several problems, so we'll talk about the problems.
I've also got a stripper story later.
That's good too. I know.
So
we should have wrote that on the board.
Stripper story.
Stripper story.
It's a good one.
I don't think we'll forget about it though.
No way.
Okay, so I guess we'll be back after this, and we'll tell you about the problems that we had.
Yes.
Because there are always problems with us. So we'll be right back.
This is Mike Newton from Don't Wait Up, and you're listening to the Stabcast at stabcast.co.
Second listening to the Stabcast only at stabcast.com.
Hello?
Hello?
What's up?
Not much.
Who's this?
What's that?
Who is this?
Yeah, man. What's up? It's Joe.
Who is it?
It's Joe.
Joe. Who?
Joe Johnson.
I don't know. I don't think I know you.
Yeah, this is Matt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. How long do you know me?
I don't know.
Yeah, we know each other, man.
Ow.
Yeah, man. We used to hang out, man, in the hood.
Where? Because you're totally wrong with that.
The hood.
The hood? I don't think I've ever been to the hood.
Yeah, man. Mean streets of Bristol.
Main streets of Bristol?
Yeah, man. Out there on Radcliffe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright, so I guess I do know you, but I'm not sure who you are.
I told you know me, man. So, man, what are you up to?
Nothing.
Nothing on a Saturday, man? Come on.
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Man. You know where I am, man?
Where?
I'm sitting here with Josie. We're recording the Stabcast, man. How's it going?
What's going on?
Hi, Matt. Not much.
I got no idea who the fuck you are. I'm like, who is this dude?
Okay.
Ho, ho, ho.
So-
ho, ho, ho.
We determined during the break. We'll finish telling our story in a second here. We determined during the break that we just need to pay somebody to clean this room.
Yeah.
And what I'm going to do,
So anybody have like a maid service or something?
this trash is actually mine, but you separated it, so I'm putting it back on your
So it's-
side.
It's my trash can?
Yeah.
Oh,
You're-
you broke my other thing. I had 2 perfect discs here, you jerk.
I'm
I
sorry.
was proud that I separated it this way. Like, this is impressive. Like, you don't see that every day.
And we could probably find it'd probably be like $10 to clean this room. And what I think
I mean, you want it done well?
well, it's not that expensive. Probably like $10 a week. What I determined I was going to do though,
Right.
I just thought of this right before we came back. I'll pay $10 just to clean my side, and then I'll just tell them you can just throw all the crap on that side of the room.
That's mean.
So I think that'll be pretty funny, right?
No, that's mean.
I don't know. I think it's worth it.
So back to the show, huh?
Okay, so as soon as we get there, these shows that we go to, there are more problems than not.
Well, more
problems.
importantly, first off, this was like one of my first ones,
This is your first ever,
Stabcast event.
yeah.
So I get there and I'm all like psyched. I'm like, yeah, I'm on the guest list. This would be so cool. I'm gonna be awesome.
And we have somebody with us too.
We got some people with us.
Yeah.
One person bought a ticket. Other person was in. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
Had a ticket or something.
That's the ratio. 3 free to 1 paying. That's how we roll.
Yeah. So
We're supporting the band by having 1 paying person here.
right.
So we show up, and you're like super excited.
I'm mad excited. I was like, yeah.
It's not my first one, so I know 50% of the time there's a problem.
You did tell me earlier to expect the worst.
Yeah. So we show up, and I guess it's like a multi-venue place. There were a couple shows happening, from my understanding.
Yeah.
So we get there, we tell the guy like what show we're there to see, give him our ID, and usually that's sufficient enough. And then he's like, "No,
You gotta do the whole thing. The funnel with the paper. The
well, no." Before that, he's like, "You don't have tickets," and I'm like, "Nah, we shouldn't have tickets. Like we're on the list." He's like, "Whose list?" Fucking the headliner.
bowling for Zoom.
Yeah. He's like,
Like, come on, man.
Yeah, then he
don't you know
fumbled-
who we are?
then he fumbles around on the paper and he goes,
You're
"Nope."
not, you're not on the
And the
list.
paper's a couple names handwritten with a Sharpie marker.
Right.
Nothing official by any means.
Yeah.
Not something I'd expect to see.
Right.
And we're like, oh.
Great.
And then you're like, is my name on there?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was a shot in the dark.
Yeah. He's like, nope.
Nope.
And we're like, great. And then I
Cool.
think you said, is it spelled wrong maybe?
Yeah, I was like, because we've run into that problem before.
They've combined my name and your name.
Like
before.
Matthew Santoro.
Yeah.
It's 2 people.
Yeah.
People.
So that was a problem. And
So we're standing there.
And
for a while.
then that was his greatest moment because I think you went up a little cocky. I went up a little nervous, I guess.
yeah.
So his greatest thing in
shooting
life.
me down.
Yeah.
He had shot me down, and he was proud about it too.
He's like,
he was
nope.
like, oh, nope, not on the guest list, you jabroni. Get out of here.
And we had people with us, which was even more awkward.
Like, it was super embarrassing because like we're trying to impress these girls. I mean, it's your wife and your sister,
Yeah.
but like we're trying to like look cool. Like
You're trying
ah.
to impress my wife.
Yeah, I'm trying to impress your wife. But
Because she doesn't really come out a whole lot. It's rare that
Right.
we can get an extra ticket for her.
right.
And then I had the opportunity, I felt, to get an extra one for your longtime girlfriend. But
Did
I'm
you?
like,
She was at work, so
Well,
I mean that's.
it wasn't held in front of us. I feel I could have pushed for it, but then we're just those guys like, hey.
Let's just get all our ladies in.
I
this show.
appreciate the fact that you gave me one and you
But I
gave
gotta
this
bring
other guy one.
my girl piece in.
Yeah. So I feel it was there, but we didn't do it. And then,
Right.
because we're lucky to get anything at this point.
Exactly. Anybody who considers us a real form of media is awesome.
Yeah, which is getting more and more lately. So we're not on the list. We're like, fuck. Now we got to call this guy, and of course I don't have the guy's phone number.
Right. So we're standing there looking like jerks, and you can tell. I was just expecting those guys behind the counter to be like, "Look at these guys."
Yeah.
Look
They were
these
clearly
nerds.
staring at us.
Look at these nerds.
Finally, though, I remember I have a way to get the guy's phone number.
Right.
So I do that. We call the guy up. It's like 4:59 his time
Yeah.
when we're calling.
It's like 7, close to 7 our time.
Yeah. So the phone's going on its fourth ring. I'm like, clearly nobody's going to pick up. This is awesome.
Cool. We drove out of here for nothing.
Yeah. Guy picks up, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tell him
Well, obviously.
who I am. Yeah. I'm like, hey, it's me. He's like, oh, hey,
It's
man.
me.
It's like, like on his best. Oh, hey, man, what's going on? I'm like, yeah, we're here at the show, and they're saying we're not on the list.
And these guys are thinking we're nerds.
Yeah. He's like, oh, man, that's a big shock. I'm a little surprised. Probably what happened, the band probably didn't walk their guest list in yet. No problem. I'll get on it and email you back. Typically, that's code word for, hey,
Yeah, you're out.
that doesn't sound good. Typically, that's code word for, something's not happening here.
Suddenly bleeding.
Oh, yeah, you are.
I need
So,
to get a napkin.
so I tell you when the guy comes over, I'm like, hey, he's going to email me. Don't worry.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, an email. That's legit.
Yeah.
I mean, we're kind of standing in front of these guys looking like jerks.
Yeah.
Excuse me while I bleed out of my jugular.
And then what I'm thinking is, okay, I'm thinking he will take care of it, but what's more than likely going to happen is because it's email, one of us isn't going to be on the list.
Yeah,
somehow.
one of us is going to have to go home.
Yeah.
We took one car, so.
Yeah, we all drove up together. But luckily, a couple minutes later, he shot me back an email and put, tour manager so-and-so
Duder McDude.
will be up there to fix the problem for you guys.
Right.
I'm like, okay, well.
So we're standing there, and there's this guy that's just standing there.
Yeah, right around the same time frame, like a guy walks in, and my wife's like, oh, there's the guy. Because, we all know we're waiting for this guy. She's like, there's the guy. And I look
This
over
is
and it's
definitely
the
the guy.
And I'm
His
like,
denim shorts were a dead giveaway.
yeah. And I'm like, and I'm giving her a hard time. I'm like, first of all, nobody says that there's the guy unless it's Jarrett from Bowling for Soup walking through the front door.
Yeah, unless it's the guy you've seen, like you know it's that guy.
Yeah. How does she know who the tour manager is?
Right. I don't know.
Oh, actually, I think she said that right before I got the email. Then I got the email, and I'm like, maybe that guy is
Maybe
like
that
somebody
is
official.
The guy.
So I walk up, hey, are you the guy?
Obviously, we used his name, but we're not gonna say it.
Yeah. And he's like, no, but you're looking for the tour manager. I know that guy.
I know that. I'm not that guy, but I know that guy.
Yeah, he's got a mohawk. Can't miss him.
I was like, oh, cool.
Obviously, we
Can
didn't
you
see
get
somebody
that
with a
guy?
mohawk come up.
I'm like, can you get that guy?
Yeah.
Did you know that guy?
But we did see somebody walk up. Not the guy we were looking for. Somebody else walked
A
up.
separate guy.
And
a flanking guy. A undisclosed to us new guy
walks up.
walks up.
And it's one of those things where you clearly know they're talking about you.
Yeah, because they're like looking over me at us.
They're looking
they're
and
like pointing. And this was a point of this was where it was teetering for me. I was like, these guys are either telling them to get us out of here
Yeah.
or validation. We've got this. We're in and you're a jerk.
And then finally, I see the two passes change. Once I saw the tour pass change hands, I'm like, okay, now we look like we're getting somewhere.
And now I'm feeling better about this whole scenario.
But I still don't know if there's one or two.
Right.
Because the email that was sent was a forward of a message where only I'm confirmed at this point.
Ooh.
So I'm like, okay. Maybe the guy didn't get the rest of the message.
Right.
I don't know what the situation is.
Right.
And then they wait a couple minutes.
Yeah, they just let us sweat. They let us sweat it out. We're like, oh shit, was that for us? Was that not for us? Like, I don't even know.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey,
You guys. Here you go. And then he even gave us a hard time again.
Yeah, he was giving us attitude.
He's like, okay, well, she doesn't have one, so she's going to have to pay. Yeah, you know what? She's holding a ticket.
You
So,
jerk.
thanks. So we got in.
That dude was just not happy that he felt all super awesome that he was like, you're not on the list.
Yeah.
I got to say that they're not on the list. And these jerks stood around and went over my head and got in.
Yeah, we're not on the list. We can call the band.
Yeah, we are the list.
Yeah. Actually, we were.
I know.
But then, yeah, because
Not on the list.
usually then there's some kind of security, like you kind of talk to
Some
with
kind of
these
a
things
check, you know, so...
to know where you can and can't go.
Right.
We just
to
walked
know
on the stage like we own the place.
All the belongings you brought in are okay to be in there.
Yeah.
But this place was like a restaurant that just happened to have a really big stage.
Yeah, it was kind of weird because they let you buy from the bar and then go down to the all ages area with the drink, which usually that doesn't happen.
Yeah, they didn't stop me or question me or anything. Like I had a satchel, which Frankie from Robots likes to call my matchel. And it's like I usually keep comic books and like snacks in it because I'm like a 6-year-old boy.
Yeah, you were actually reading during the show, which is weird.
Yeah, and like I could have had anything in there. I had a camera in there. Like I did have the photo pass, but like I could have had anything in there, and that's like my biggest thing. Nobody patted me down. Nobody wanted to look at it. Like I was all ready to show everybody my contents of my mattress.
Yeah, nobody even cared.
No,
and then we were sitting there.
They just wanted to make sure I was 21.
Yeah, that's all they really cared about.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if that was a big point because you could have bought a drink from the lady that came around serving us in the all-age area.
At a different point in the night, I could have gone like in through the alleyway. Like anybody could have just walked in that alleyway and walked right into the show.
Yeah, because you left at one point.
I left. I went to the car.
You had to get something from the car. I'm like, ooh, you're going to be able to get back in? You're like, yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You like left
I'm like,
and came
no,
back in
seriously,
without being checked.
there's not a problem. No one's gonna notice.
Yeah.
Like nobody checked for my ticket. I doubt they remembered every face that walked in there.
On the original entry.
Our tickets were checked. But if you had waited a little bit, you could have just walked right the hell in.
Yeah. Nobody checked for our passes to get on the stage?
I mean, nobody checked for the passes.
Until the headliner came.
Right, and even my pass was like obstructed by my sweatshirt.
Yeah.
And like I did have the wristband, like they could have saw the wristband and just let me go. But had I not had a wristband and I left and came back in, I didn't have my ticket anymore. You know, you took it.
Yeah, that's true.
Or ripped half of it or something. Like they didn't even ask.
And then we would have had to call the guy again.
Call the guy.
Get the tour manager back in.
Get him
He would have
back
hated
out.
us.
He would have been like, "You guys,
You guys again."
you guys."
Because it's not like they had a super list where they're inviting all their friends in. We were the list.
Right. So we get into the building and like I got a beer and we sit down and like there's chairs.
We
and,
oddly sit down. Yeah.
Yeah, there's like chairs and a table. And we're sitting there, and this lady walks by, this little old lady, and she's like, "Oh, good, you found the general admission seating." We're like,
Why wouldn't we?
"Okay." She's like, "It's good that you found it." And I'm like, "Are you, is there a reason you're addressing us personally?"
Yeah.
We're the general admission. I'm general admission. I'm from the army.
You know what? The place was a little. I get that. That's gonna be the new clip.
Oh.
The place is a little awkward because when you try to buy the ticket online, it automatically defaults you to the second level seating.
But
You have to go out of your way to click on general admission, which is weird. Which I don't know if you noticed it from the stage, but there were a lot of people upstairs too watching the show.
oh, were there?
Yeah.
I didn't even get downstairs. I guess I gotta go up there and like take some pictures.
Oh yeah.
I guess probably not. Though.
Well, keep in mind we're not photographers,
Well,
and I think
I
we'll
don't
get
know.
to that later.
Right. So we're sitting there and we're like, oh, yeah, you found the general admission seating. And like I look over and there's a piece of paper printed out that says general admission.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh,
Clear as day.
I don't know how we could miss it.
There were also a bunch of. It was weird too.
There's like kids eating with their families.
Yeah, I think you can
I mean-
spend $100 and get like a pass to go there unlimited for the restaurant area.
Huh. I mean, I could see why. I mean, Bowling for Soup did do the theme song to Phineas and Ferb.
Yeah.
But they also have a song called My Weena.
That was hysterical, by the way.
So, I mean, I don't know
Yeah.
if you want your 5-year-old listening.
Yeah, and they kind of curse up them. Yeah.
Yeah,
They're not family friendly.
they're not exactly PG.
They did do a lot of cool things that I like, though. Well, I guess we'll get to. I guess we might as well chronicle this in order, right?
Yeah, I mean, we're here. We're already at this stage in the game.
Okay.
We might as well keep going.
Okay.
So we're hanging out.
Yeah, we're hanging out.
Got a beer. First band comes out.
I had no interest in them, by the way.
Yeah, band called Sandlot Heroes.
We actually ended up not taking pictures of
Yeah.
them. We're going up.
I took 2, but I know them from years ago. Robots played with them a couple times.
Mhm.
And then they dropped off the face of the earth, and I haven't heard anything from them. And
They
then
only
all
play
of a sudden-
national shows.
And that's the thing is, I only see them playing with national bands. I never see them on a local show, ever. And I was like,
And they didn't have a huge following.
I'm like, did they?
Really?
I mean, maybe they got somewhere. Like maybe they got signed or something. You know.
It could be, yeah.
I honestly, I have no idea because I haven't heard anything from them in 5 years.
But like they just got added on too, like last minute to the
Yeah.
tour.
So they got added on last minute. They played well.
Yeah.
I thought they were good.
I didn't have any complaints.
I feel the whole band has changed except for the singer, since I knew them,
That happens with bands, though.
and like I doubt he'd even remember us,
Yeah.
or he might because I don't know. He gave me a lot of trouble about the tickets for that one show. So, but
They were okay.
they
I
were
felt.
okay. They were good, and then they get done, and it was freshman 15, right?
Mhm.
After
Yep.
that,
And that's when I decided I'm tired of sitting down here.
yeah, I'm gonna start looking like I'm supposed to do something.
So I just walked on stage like I'm in the
Yeah, he
place.
walked on stage, and I was taking the crowd angle. You know, well, he's on stage doing the
Not re-
basically pictures from the right side only.
Yeah, left side of the stage.
Stage left.
But I wasn't really taking so many pictures, and I realized, like, oh, man, I got this camera.
Might as well
Better do something.
Better do something.
And, freshman 15, they were okay.
Yeah, they were all right.
Yeah.
I mean,
they were what they were. Like 182 ripoff.
Yeah.
What they were.
Yeah,
They covered Aliens Exist.
Yeah. I liked them, though.
Yeah, they were good. It was tough, though, because I couldn't hear anything because I was standing right next to one of the guy's monitors.
Yeah.
And he had no lead vocal in it.
Right.
So I just heard him when he would occasionally sing.
Yeah.
Then, then Patent Pending came up.
Killed it.
Yeah, they were
Pending,
really good.
They are always a good time. I don't know if you know about Patent Pending, internet kids, because you know now.
Yeah.
But they're always a good time.
Well, I knew of them before. I've never seen them live, though.
Right. We played a big festival that they were playing as well. We were outside. They were inside several hours later, so like they would have no idea who we were.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. But so we stayed the whole day, obviously, because there was like a lot of really good bands that like are nationals that we wanted to see like normally, and because we were there and had passes, everybody thought we were important too. So like we just like kind of walked around and did whatever.
Yeah.
So Patent Pending's playing, and they get the entire crowd to do this long ass like toga. I mean, what is it? The conga line kind of a thing?
Yeah.
They did this
Toga.
thing. Toga. They did this like giant conga line, and they had everybody running around like the whole building. Like the singer's running, and everybody's following them. And I'm like, you couldn't go anywhere. It was like the longest conga line I'd ever seen. It made a complete circle. I was like, well, I need to get over there, but like this is a steady stream of people.
And they work the crowd very well.
They work the crowd wonderfully.
They're
That's
a
their
great
thing.
opening band.
Yeah, they're just a great band. I love them.
And
Yeah.
the thing I didn't like,
They're
though,
a perfect band for right before a headliner.
Yeah, because they got the crowd into it. The thing I didn't like was the lead singer did this thing where he like wouldn't talk into the mic on occasion.
Yeah.
Which was good because the crowd could hear him because he was talking very, very loud.
Yeah.
But me standing
I
on the
could
side
hear
of the
it.
stage, I couldn't.
Oh, I was in the crowd.
Yeah, I was standing behind him, basically.
I could hear him, and it was funny because it was like when he'd say things like vagina, which was awesome because there were
Good.
little kids in the room.
Yeah.
So like it would be harder for the smaller child in the back of the room to know that he just said vagina.
Yeah, that's when he would take the mic away from him.
Yeah.
And it was cool. Like, I actually talked, as he was talking, I was talking to the band members. Like, they'd come up to me and, like, just have a casual conversation with me.
Yeah,
like,
hey,
I'm
what's up?
important. Because I'm probably, like, the only guy up there they don't recognize.
Well, it's funny because before Patent Pending had played, it was freshman 15 was playing, and I went to take a pee.
Uh-huh.
And I'm in there, and the either the one guitar player or bass player, I'm not sure which, from Patent Pending's in there shaving.
Okay.
And I was like...
Because that's what you do in the public
That's what
bathroom.
you do in the public bathroom.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when you're on tour, you gotta shave somewhere, huh?
Yeah, but they've got access to the other bathroom, you would figure.
Yeah, you'd think they'd have, like, one... Like, nobody could get into. I think he just wanted to be talked to
Okay.
while I was shaving. So, like, I'm in there and washing my hands. I was like, hey... Tough week. And I'm like, what band are you in? And he's like, oh, Patent Pending. I was like, yeah, you guys are awesome. And then I left.
Oh.
But that was the end of that.
I thought that was going to go somewhere.
He wasn't going to go there.
I thought he was going to think you were a big deal
Yeah.
with your pass.
With my pass. I was like, I can take photos of you.
Yeah. It was so
I'm going
weird.
to take photos of you shaving.
They would just, like, come up and
Well, 'cause of
casually
the
talk to
camera.
me. And because they had another guy there, like, filming a DVD, so he's on tour with them, obviously. They had, like,
Yeah.
a photographer that was on tour with them that they knew because they kept talking to her, like,
Right.
the manager. And then they would just come up to me, like, they were trying to be friends with me. I was like, hey, buddy, how's it going?
Nice guys.
Yeah,
basically.
we've got a couple minutes to kill here because he's talking. They went off a set list, too, which was always cool because, I guess they did, they played their 2 songs and they did a Smash Mouth cover of All Star.
Yeah.
And that wasn't on the set list. He came because the guitarist and bassist who I was standing next to, they were tuning up.
Yeah.
And he came over. He's like, All Star, All Star, All Star.
Yeah.
And they looked there. Okay. And then he walked over to the drummer, said it. Then they went right into it.
Yeah.
So that's good. Like, he saw what the crowd was doing.
Yeah.
And they decided to go into it.
Yeah.
And then after that, he would turn around and just say a different song name. Because I was looking at the set list and they were just all over the place.
Yeah.
Which is good, You work the crowd.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta switch stuff up.
Yeah.
So Patent Pending played, and then Bowling for Soup comes up
Yep. And maybe we'll continue this story.
after the break.
Yeah. That's
Was that intuitive?
It's a little tease there.
Did I intuit what you were gonna say?
We'll be back after this. That is what I was going to say. So we'll be back after this to talk about the real fun for the evening, because this is where it gets good. Our run-in with the tour manager again.
Yeah.
This is Adam from Begging Victoria, and you're listening to the Stabcast at stabcast.com.
listening to the Stabcast only at stabcast.com.
Pat Grant did think I could handle this. Oklahoma's a shitty place to live in. It's a state that's right above Texas. Panhandle on the left, right below Kansas. Taking stabs at the Midwest, so Pat Grant put me to the test. But parodies are what I do best. Rapping about Oklahoma. Accents that suck, suck, suck. Tornadoes tear it up, up, up. It's boring as fuck, fuck, fuck. I think I'll sing it again. Accents that suck, suck, suck. Tornadoes tear it up, up, up. And prairie dogs. The Oklahoma song. Baby. The Oklahoma song.
I like it when the beat go. Baby, make your booty go. Girl, when you wanna show.
The Oklahoma song.
Yeah, it's awesome because I did not click that button whatsoever.
Hey, what button was that?
My hand wasn't even on the mouse to get that next song.
What are you doing? You're ruining everything.
Sorry.
God.
So I feel we've already talked about the end of this story.
We gotta go back and do it again.
Okay, so to recap, we're at the show, standing on the stage like we own the place.
All the bands have played, and we're just standing there waiting for Bowling Soup to get on.
And this is when we had the first run-in with authority at this show.
Yeah.
Their
It's the first
tour
time somebody who was important said something to us at all.
Yeah. Their tour manager comes out and it addresses us by name.
Right.
Clears everyone else off the stage. He's like, fuck, like, we're here by ourselves now. There are like 20 people on the stage for every other band. Bands are watching each other, and it's just they cleared out all the monitors.
Yeah.
Because, they always make it pretty for the headliner.
Right.
Tells us, like, hey, you know what, you guys have to get off this after like 3 songs because the band's going to get crazy after that.
Yeah.
Which is true. Like, they stood there for 3 songs, and after that, like, they started walking around.
Yeah.
He's like, don't get in their way. I made a joke which he didn't like. I'm like, oh, no, I'm going to jump in front of him like this. He's like, dude, don't do that. That was not the time for jokes.
It wasn't the time for jokes. Jokes have a time and a place, Santoro.
I wanted to lighten the mood.
Listen,
And
this
luckily,
guy's stressful. He's a tour manager.
And
He's
luckily you said that because that's when he understood I was joking.
Yeah.
Had you not identified it as a joke, we probably would have been asked to leave.
Right. So I take one side, you take the other. So it's just us staring at each other.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden I hear some commotion behind me. I turn around and the guys are standing there. And
yeah.
I don't want to make it out like I'm starstruck because I'm not. Like,
right.
I'm not saying I've worked with bands in the past.
Right.
And no matter who was standing there, whether it's my all-time favorite band, which is not all-time low.
Right.
It sounded like I was going to say that, so I had to correct myself.
Right.
No matter who it was, they're just regular guys at the end of the day.
Right.
So I'm standing there, and like this guy Dave comes up to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, some guy.
Some guy.
First random guy. But now, even before that, actually, I forgot. After he told us, you have to get off the stage after this, I talked him into letting us take some photos on the ground.
Yeah.
Because he's looking and he sees everyone with like their iPhones up in the air, and he's like, I'll let you guys take like one song on the ground because you have better equipment than they do.
Which isn't much better.
Yeah. No, it is. We just don't know how to utilize it correctly.
Right. We don't know how to use it.
Yeah. So, and then
I hope he's watching. He's like, motherfucker. They weren't photographers.
Well, don't give me. It's not like this elaborate ruse that we pulled. The photos are utilized on the site, and the photos are really good on the site. We should say.
We never claimed to be, so they just got to that assumption on their own.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I think it might have been just a nice. Here you go. Here's something a little nice for you.
Oh
Take
yeah.
the photos.
I mean, it is what it is.
For the website.
We asked, can we get some photos for the website? Yeah, and they look awesome on the site.
Yeah.
We're just playing it off that they came out really bad. Where it's quantity.
Yeah, we just
took
a
700
lot
photos,
of photos,
and I believe there are 70 on the website.
Right.
So, like I was saying, the band's ready to come out. Their tour manager comes up to me.
Yeah.
He's like, okay. And he's like signaling me to move over a little bit, like I'm in their way.
Right.
Clearly not in anyone's way.
Right.
And I'm already like pressed up against like the scrim that was there.
Right.
And he's looking at the guys, and they're looking at me like, who's this guy?
Who's this dude?
Like, not saying anything, but it's just that awkward look like, this guy's not part of our tour.
I don't know who this man is.
Yeah.
Who's that other man over there?
Yeah. And then I think they did get confused at sometimes when they saw both of us on either side of the stage, I noticed.
Yeah.
Because they'd look over you, look over me, and just get like totally confused.
I'm like, oh, okay.
And then, so like the band's standing there in a single file line ready to go on.
Yeah.
And this guy's like telling me to get over more, clearly not blocking anything. And then he looks at them and he's like, are you guys ready? They just kind of nod their head casually, like, "Yep, we're ready." Does the flashlight thing to the sound guy, cuts the house music, dims the lights.
Yeah.
Everyone's cheering.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I hear this guy, he's looking at the band, he's like, "You guys ready? Ready? Ready?" Like getting them all psyched up.
Yeah.
I'm like expecting like, "Oh man, I better move out of the way."
These guys are gonna trample me.
Yeah, they're gonna come charging past me. It's like, "Ready? Ready? Ready? Go, go, go."
And they just stroll out.
They walk out like it's no big deal. Hey,
Hey.
Point to the crowd.
What's up?
Grab their guitars. They do a 4 count and start playing the first song.
Right.
And I'm like, "Oh man, there must be something critically wrong here. All I hear is drums."
It's just now they had the monitors.
All wearing it. And then I look over, the tour manager's like putting in his in your monitor so he can hear what's happening. Apparently, though, there was a critical problem.
Yeah, we didn't know.
Yeah, my wife's like, they weren't, there were no vocals for the first half of the song.
Yeah.
I'm like, nobody cared.
Nobody knew.
I'm like, we were looking around. They must have been through the monitors because nobody could care any more on the stage.
Right.
So they played what I thought was 3 songs because, again, we couldn't hear.
I guess there were 3 songs.
Yeah.
They stopped, and started.
They stopped 3 times and nobody told us to exit.
We just took it upon ourselves.
Yeah, but I mean, people are like, "Oh man, that must have been so awesome being up there." I don't know if people asked you.
Yeah, I got a couple of people like, "Oh, that's so cool," and I was like, "No, it's
I'm like,
not.
you don't understand.
You don't hear anything. You're standing there. You're feeling awkward as hell. Like it gets weird.
It's not like the '80s where it's like the cool thing to
be like
be
the cool thing
backstage
to do.
with the rock band.
It's funny though. You could tell like some people in the crowd are like looking at us like, "Wow,
Yeah,
look at these
you could
dudes.
tell like, "Oh man, they're so awesome up there."
These dudes are awesome."
Yeah, no, not really.
No, farthest thing from awesome.
And trust
right
me,
here.
because my wife's like, "I wish I could have been up there with you." I'm
Like why?
"Mm,
You couldn't hear anything.
yeah. Like it's not that cool. It's like,
You had a better view down where you were.
yeah, and she's done it too. Like she stood side at some local shows. She stood
Yeah.
side stage with me before. She knows it's not that exciting.
No, exactly.
It's the same thing because like,
It's no different than like at a local show.
'Cause at
It's
the end of the day, these
there's
guys are
nicer
just-
stuff around.
yeah, these guys are just guys. At the
Yeah.
end of the day, they're not making big deal. They didn't even acknowledge we were up there.
No, I mean the drummer did give me a wink.
Yeah.
At one point.
I mean, for the most, they go up there and
Thought it was a signal for something. I was like, you want me to meet you backstage?
he was probably indicating like something was wrong with his kid or something. He thought you were the new tech on tour.
No, it was when I went over there. He was posing.
Oh,
Was what
okay.
he was doing, and I missed the photo entirely. I was like, I didn't get it.
But I mean, for the most part, like they go out there and they do their thing. Their thing is to perform in front of the paying fans, not to ham it up for us.
Yeah, not to pay attention to us.
Yeah, we've already got what we wanted out of them.
We didn't pay for this.
Yeah. So but yeah, I noticed like a couple people in the crowd were like, "Oh man, this guy's awesome,"
Yeah, they were like, oh, those dudes are awesome.
and then they're checking on our pass. I'm going to get my pass laminated, by the way.
Are you?
Yeah, it's like all wrinkled up in my camera bag right now.
Mine's like stuck to my comforter on my bed.
You're
Like on
sleeping with your
accident.
pass.
Like, yeah, like on accident. Like I took like when I went to bed, I was just like, this thing, and threw it. It didn't mean anything to me.
Yeah. I don't know. It's
I feel bad. It's cool.
kind of cool to have,
Yeah.
And
But I'm expecting there to be a lot more.
a lot more.
Rolling for soup. We're gonna get huge. We're gonna be huge.
Yeah.
We're gonna have all the tour passes.
Well, we have another one today that we're actually not going to.
Yeah, we do have one today. We're not going to.
Balance and Composure is playing, and we have a pass for that.
We got somebody there.
Yeah.
We have an urchin, if you will.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. Though.
A
I mean,
minion.
they played their song. I thought overall, I guess, do you want to take another break and then just talk quickly about their set when we come back?
Whatever.
Because I think
I do have to pee
okay. Because I think
in the dark bathroom. You notice there's no lights in the
the
bathroom.
lights still don't work. Yeah.
No. So like and it smells horrible whenever your pee hits whatever's in those toilets.
Yeah.
So like you're in a death fume in the dark.
That should be fun for you.
Yeah. If I don't come back, send in for help.
Okay, I will do. And yeah, I guess we'll quickly talk about it because I want to comment. I forgot they sang some of the songs they did,
Yeah, so did I.
and I felt they worked the crowd. But we'll talk about it a little bit more after this. Then, if that's cool with you.
Claw.
So, yeah.
Raptor claw.
Talk about that.
Raptor claw.
Oh, hang on. Once I hit the right buttons, we'll talk about that.
Sure.
That's clearly not the right button.
Wrong button. I was like, he's got it. It's going.
Okay, let's try this again. Okay, here we go.
Boners.
Kellen from Stack Like Pancakes, and you're listening to the Stabcast at stabcast.com.
This is is a robbery. And I'm here to steal your soul. I've got no papers. Oh no, 'cause your life is what you sold. Yeah, you got something I want, but every time I try, I just want something more. This is a robbery. Stay your hands up and hit the floor. This is a robbery. This is a robbery.
You're listening to the Stabcast on stabcast.com.
Am I doing it? Or you did it last week. Okay.
Good afternoon, Sister Sarah's.
Hello, is this Sister Sarah's?
Yes, it is, Sister Sarah's.
Oh, hey, how's it going? And you're open today, right?
We're open today and tomorrow, yes.
Okay, perfect. Can I ask what your return policy is?
Not you again.
Not you again.
Yep. Let's call that place in 2 weeks when we're back. Okay. There we go. So yeah, I guess we're up to Bowling for Soup's show in general. I want to say they put on a pretty decent set.
Yeah, but I expected them to move more. I don't know why. I mean, I guess they are older gentlemen.
They move the amount that you move on stage when you play a show, I want to say.
You don't come to our shows, so you don't know.
The ones I'm at, you don't. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that's some bands have to move around, some bands don't. Depends on how you work it. Patent Pending needs to move around a little bit more. Bowling for Soup, the headliner, didn't need to. But yeah, I want to say I'm a little shocked. I didn't notice this till after the fact because I reviewed the new album. They didn't play. They only played one song off the new album.
Did they?
Yeah. They didn't play This Is Saturday.
Saturday.
Unless it was one of the first 3 songs that we missed.
Could have been.
But I want to say they opened with Almost.
Did they?
And I want to say they played Emily somewhere in the mix because
I think that was the third one.
Yeah, because when we walked down, I heard somebody talking about Emily.
Yeah.
So I gathered that. I thought one of the coolest things I thought they did, they were playing a song Ohio, and there's like this breakdown in the middle, and they switched with, was it Patent Pending? They switched all their instruments with?
Yeah, they switched the entire band with Patent Pending, and Patent Pending finished out the song.
And it was seamless.
And it was like
they didn't stop or anything.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
And I was thinking about this afterwards. That takes skill because Patent Pending wouldn't be able to hear what they were singing.
Right.
They'd have no monitors. They wouldn't be able to hear anything.
Exactly.
So they pretty much play that song blind.
Right.
That was really cool. And then Bowling for Soup came
I'm
on.
sure that was like rehearsed.
Obviously, I'm sure they do it every night.
Right. And there's a spot where it's a clear cut over point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like everything is slowed down enough that
Yeah, obviously.
you could just walk in and start at where you need to start. So once you get up there.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool though. You could tell they just have a lot of fun up there. It seemed.
it was pretty awesome.
Interacting with the crowd was fun. Talking to each other, they were having fun.
Yeah.
They did. They brought everyone from the tour except for Sandlot Heroes out to take a photo op.
One guy was there. The one guy was there.
Oh, okay. He must have strolled on.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. We could have walked up there at that point.
Yeah, we could have.
Yeah. Everyone involved with the tour. Oh, that's us.
Yeah, do the photo op after you've instructed the 2 photographers that you invited here to put their cameras away.
Yeah. So I thought that was pretty cool. Some girl kept yelling out 1985 for them to play that.
Yeah.
And I thought after a while, they handled it correctly. He's like, listen, we have one fucking hit. We're going to play it. We're not going to play it till last. That way you don't leave before we, after we play it. And sure enough, that was their last song. They covered Journey thrown in the mix.
They did a little bit of Journey. Just because the one song they realized was 2 other songs. It was a Blink song.
What was the Blink
Journey
song?
Damn It.
Oh, was it Damn It?
It was Damn It.
I didn't know.
Same chord progression. It's all similar chord progression.
Well, yeah, Blink's chord progression.
Pretty much every good song is that song.
Yeah. It's weird because Blink's chord progression is DAG, typically. Bowling for Soup's typically CGF.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's one step down at the end of the day.
Right. And
I didn't notice it was Damn It, though, because they slowed it way down.
Yeah, and then they did the Britney Spears cover that, I've been known to do.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Overall,
I want to say they put on
a good show.
Yeah, they worked the crowd a lot, I felt.
They worked it.
I was. It was weird, though. They didn't play... they just didn't play anything off the new album.
No.
It was very strange.
No. I'm surprised, the room wasn't more packed than it was.
It's weird.
It was a great atmosphere. It was awesome.
I want to say
It was full, but it wasn't overcrowded.
yeah, it's weird because I want to say on the floor, I didn't think a lot of people were there. But when
then,
you look at the pictures,
and at the bar, and then look up, there
on the
were a
bar,
lot
the
of people there.
mezzanine,
Yeah,
and even from the pictures, it looks like the floor is packed from all the pictures.
yeah.
And
And it was, but it was a comfortable packed. Like you weren't stuck anywhere.
I want to say there was probably a
Like
couple
getting your
hundred
ass
people
beat.
there.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like there wasn't any real moshing or anything, which is cool.
I want to say the room probably holds like 800. I want to say.
Yeah.
maybe we had 500 there.
Yeah,
5 to It's hard to
Right.
gauge upstairs because it was dark.
you couldn't really tell.
But yeah, by default though, they were making you buy like the mezzanine seating because I think they've got a restaurant up there.
Yeah.
I think they were just serving food downstairs. I think the actual restaurant's upstairs, so I think they push that for ticket sales.
Yeah, probably so you can spend more money.
Because upstairs it's all reserved seating at like tables.
Right.
It's not like theater style seating.
There was tables along the bar and tables on the sides.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice place. Really nice joint.
And that's the World Cafe Live in Philadelphia.
Yes, it is.
If you want to go to a show with little security,
If you're trying to do something nefarious,
where we could, we were walking around like we owned the place.
we did.
I thought
I thought I owned it at one point. I did. I was telling people what to do. Hey, you go get me a napkin.
Well, I thought I don't want to say I was in trouble, but we were invited out from Bowling for Soup. Patent Pending was playing before them.
Yeah.
And then I see you kind of on the stairs staring at me on the opposite side of the stage.
Right.
And I see their tech or their tour manager, somebody related to Patent Pending,
Right.
next to you with a flashlight, kind of shining it towards me. And then I see both of you. I'm like,
No.
are they trying to get my attention?
You know what he was telling me?
What?
He was going, hey, in a minute, that guitar player is going to run down here. So,
Oh, okay.
Get out of the way.
Well, yeah, that's what happened right after that. Then I pieced it all together after that.
he was just telling me to
Yeah.
make sure I'm not on the stairs in a second.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's because after that I noticed he did that, and I saw you were gone after that. I'm like, okay, he must have been trying to clear that. Okay.
Well, it was so that he could run down and then go up to the mezzanine where he went
Yeah.
and hang over the thing, which is dangerous. And,
With your guitar, yeah.
With your guitar. And I tried to get a picture of it, and it turned out to be nothing.
Yeah. That's what afterwards I figured it, but there was that second where so obviously the flashlight's on the guitar player, not me.
Right.
But I'm like, are they trying to get my attention? Because
Am I in trouble?
clearly I don't have a pass for this band.
I'm just up here doing whatever.
Yeah, I'm just doing whatever. And clearly they have their own guy because their own guy's standing next to me.
We could have spent the whole day on the stage.
Yeah.
And nobody would have said anything until Dave.
Yeah. Until the headliner came out.
Exactly.
And kind of controlled the situation. Because, it's not their first day.
Right.
But that's what you guys should do, when your band Robots and Race Cars play shows. Because everyone's a local photographer now. You should go up there and be like, no flash. Because everyone uses flash now locally, too.
Yeah, it's no flash. You jerk.
No flash, 3 songs.
Yeah, no flash, 3 songs.
And then you're out of my way.
Yeah.
Because these local photographers, because Travis from the band Rushmore, he's complained about them before.
Yeah, because they get in your face.
They hold the camera an inch away from your face as you're trying to sing and take
And then
35 photos.
The flash goes off in your eye, and you get confused, and you can't see, and you forget all the words to your songs, and you suck really bad, and everybody hates you, and you have to go home.
There's one venue in the area, which I'm not going to name, obviously, but they'll send a message oh, by the way, don't be alarmed when you see people walking around you as you're playing, taking pictures. They'll walk around the stage to take pictures. Don't be alarmed. They're with me.
That's unacceptable.
Yeah. Oh, great, because what if the band backs into him?
What if I hit him and break his camera? What if I hit him with a headstock of my guitar and break the lens on his camera?
Yeah.
Who's responsible for that?
And meanwhile, the guy's
Him, because his dumb ass shouldn't have been up there.
And you probably tripped over him anyway because the flash is going off at random times.
Exactly. So, photographers, be a dude.
And everyone, when they take pictures, they hold their camera slanted a little bit.
Yeah, because that's a new thing.
I gotta say, I did that.
You got a slanty?
Yeah, I got
slanty in there?
And it's actually one of my cooler photos.
Well,
but I think it's so
makes it
cool
really
because
we should actually do the Stabcast slanted.
there you go. I want to say it only came out as good as it did because the lighting in the background was awesome too.
Right.
If they hit the right lighting, my photos look really good. If it's just standard white lighting, yeah, they're regular photos.
So that's pretty much the whole show, the whole thing.
I'm kind of curious. We have somebody at the Balance and Composure. Apparently, they're a big deal.
I've never heard of them.
Yeah, I don't follow the music. Apparently, everyone's loving them, though.
I'll have to check them out.
Yeah. Oh, you can see our Bowling for Soup photos at stabcast.com today.
Today.
I accidentally posted them last night.
Today.
Yep. I accidentally put them online, so you guys can see them now. And then next week, if you like Freshman 15, we'll have photos of them posted.
Yep.
On Monday. And then Monday. Patent pending. We'll have them posted next week too, on Tuesday most likely.
Tuesday.
Unless we get the bounce and composure stuff before that.
Yes.
In which case, that will get bumped.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited because it looks like stabcast.com is something cool right now.
Yeah, it looks
because we've
good.
got that concert photo right on top.
Yeah.
It looks cool. It's like, wow, these guys do something.
Things. These guys do something. They're not just losers on the internet.
And it's funny because a lot of people think that for some reason, I think because I've been here since the start, so I've seen the growth.
Right.
Or, I've been part of the growth. I don't see anything out of this.
Right.
And it's weird for you to get involved because you were kind of apart from the beginning, too.
Kinda, but I was mostly a regular guest.
Yeah. So you were, yeah. Well,
so I've seen it.
Mm-hmm. But, we'll get calls from, Fearless Records.
Yeah.
Hey, review this album.
Okay.
What?
What?
We'll get calls from Bowling for Soup Camp. Review this. Balance and Composure. Come to our show.
Yeah, we're like, yo.
Yeah. Even Universal, they gave me that pass for American Reunion, which I destroyed in a review.
Right.
But, then I was somewhere like yesterday, and I was like, tell this guy who you are. Like, who am I?
Who am I really?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm selling this guy an amp for $200. Who am I at this point? Yeah. I posted an ad on Craigslist, and the guy bought my amp. Who am I?
Yeah, what do I do?
So apparently, but I'll get. And it was funny because when we were at the Bowling for Soup show, I got a call from the office.
Right.
Like right as we're getting out of the car.
Yeah.
And like, oh, so and so band's on the phone for you. I'm like, take a message.
Yeah, it felt like a big man.
Yeah.
Take a message.
Well, it clearly wasn't a big band, but
Doesn't matter.
I only picked it up because I thought it was
a big man. Is what I'm
Oh,
saying.
okay. I only picked it up because I thought it was going to be like, hey,
Related to what we were doing.
You don't have passes tonight. Sorry.
All right, go home.
You're not there, are you?
I hope you haven't left yet.
Yeah. But, a lot of people, so somewhere along the line or something, Anthony Green from Circus Survive cut the last show, apparently.
Yeah.
Doubtful.
Maybe he just watched the segment where Dirty Purple covered their song.
Yeah, that's true, because they did point out the exact time it happened.
Yeah.
We're on YouTube, because, not everyone's on YouTube.
At this point in the show, we play this song.
Mm-hmm.
At exactly this minute mark.
I think they even gave him seconds. Hey, we covered your song at 1:10:24.
Hopefully, he didn't watch before when I was telling them.
I don't know their music.
A lot of their music.
I'm playing a show with him, and I don't know his music.
Exactly.
And I don't want to learn it.
And that's why I'm going to say it again on this episode, too. So.
Just in case, yeah.
Just in case he didn't hear me last time. He'll be like, I'm going to make a believer out of him.
But yeah, Dirty Purple was awesome when they were in.
Yeah.
And,
super great.
Now I guess they know a lot of bands too, so now we're getting emails like, oh, can we play your show too? It doesn't work that way.
Honestly, I thought you screwed up with them.
Why?
Only because they're youngins.
I hit a home run on that one, you have to admit.
No, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, you still think I screwed up having Dirty Purple on?
No, you win because they're awesome.
Okay.
But, they're young. Don't we have a rule about that? Oh, probably shouldn't stick things in the headphone app.
Nah, it's taken care of. I'll explain how it was taken care of.
Oh, okay.
They're all over 18.
Oh.
Hey, the under 18 thing, I think that's a way for us to get... Oh, no, now everyone's going to know. I think that's a way for us to get out of some of this stuff. Oh, your band wants to play? Let me take a listen. You guys over 18? Yeah? Are you over 21? Ooh.
Are you over 30?
Yeah. Are you over 30?
No? Sorry.
Can't do it.
Over 30.
Yeah. But yeah, I think we hit a home run there. But now everyone is like, oh, can we get in? People are asking, our friend, I'll address him by name, our friend Bill Aftermath.
Yeah, BA.
Yeah, right after, we get these big time passes now for these shows. He's like, can I cover Warped for you guys this year? Like, I'm pretty sure we're going to utilize those for ourselves.
I'm not going to go to Warped Tour.
Yeah.
Screw you.
So what you're telling me is I have, I can schedule, because Warped is nice too, because you haven't been there, obviously. Well,
not for us, but
with credentials.
I've been there.
You can tell them, like, oh, I want to put in a request to interview this band at X time.
Really?
And they'll be like, oh, okay. Not any of the
not
big
guaranteed, but...
Well, they're like, it's a request.
Yeah.
But they tell you, like, 2 weeks before. They'll be like, oh, yeah, you can do that, or no, you can't do that. And, it's not any of the bigger bands. It's not like...
Yeah.
We'll probably actually... Is Bowling for Soup playing Warped this year? We'll probably get them again.
Yeah.
Hey, you know the Bowling for... No, we've already done that. Bowling for Soup actually played last year. They played... Because I was looking at this for something else. Actually, your bandmate, I was talking to him about it. They played Warped Tour last year with Freshman 15 on the same stage.
Yeah.
They played the Ernie Ball Battle of the Band stage.
Really?
Yeah, because I was telling him, like, Battle of the Bands.
Well, I saw Forever the Sickest Kids. They did that stage.
Yeah, I'm like, at a certain point, it's a marketing ploy.
Yeah.
Battle of the Bands. Oh, it's marketing. And then your bandmate wasn't getting it. He's like, so you're telling me, like, we can play then, oh, your next competitor, Fall Out Boy. I'm like, you don't get it. There's no real competition.
It's just a thing.
Yeah.
And they pick whoever wins.
Yeah, they randomly pick somebody. There's no, they may say fans vote. There's no voting.
No. It's whoever they liked the most that day.
Yeah, and it's called Battle of the Bands because it draws people. It's marketing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a Battle of the Bands. Let me check this out.
But
bands are competing.
They're competing.
I gotta stay and watch all bands now, so I can vote correctly.
So I can have an informed decision.
Yeah.
Make an informed decision.
Exactly. So it's all marketing.
Yeah.
But I guess we can close this chapter now because you want to talk about
my horrifying last night.
Yeah, let me if I can figure out the correct button. I hit the wrong buttons last time. Let me see if I can hit the right buttons this time. How about that?
Yeah.
So we'll be back so you can talk about your horrifying night.
Yes.
This is Robots and Race Cars, and you're listening to the Stabcast.
Just one night. I'm sorry that I made you cry. Didn't mean to. I didn't want to. I know I never get things right, but I tried to. Here's to wishful thinking. Here's to the times we've never had. Here's you happy without me. Here's me wishing you were dead. Here's to the nights that we've had. Here's all the feelings I took back. Here's you standing behind me, twisting the knife that's in my bag. Reaching for answers in a bottle on the shelf. I don't wanna be your enemy no more. Cutting the skin back, hoping the blood will flood your tears. I don't understand why this has to be for just 1 year. I'm sorry that I made you cry. Didn't mean to, I didn't want to. I know I never get things right, but I try to. Here's to wishful thinking. Here's to the times we've never had. Here's you happy without me. Here's me wishing you were dead. Here's to the nights that we've had. Here's all the feelings I took back. Here's you standing behind me, twisting the knife that's in my back. Wishful thinking. Here's to the times we've never had. Here's you happy without me. Here's me wishing you were dead. Here's to the nights that we've had. Here's all the feelings I took back. Here's you standing behind me, twisting the knife that's in my back. Here's to wishful thinking. Here's to the times we've never had. Here's you happy without me. Here's me wishing you were dead. Here's to the nights that we've had. Here's all the feelings I took back. Here's you standing behind me, twisting the knife that's in my back.
You're listening to the Stabcast only at stabcast.com.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, this is Joe.
Hello?
Hello?
Who's this?
This is Joe.
Hello?
Yes.
Joe?
Yeah, this is Joe.
Hello?
Hey, who's this? Yeah, this is Joe, right? This is Joe. Hey. Hey, who's this? Huh? Who's this? This is Joe, right? Yeah. This is you. Did you? What? Okay. Who is this? Huh? You're confusing me. You have my phone. Is your phone number? Yeah, this is Joe, right? Yeah, this is Joe. I keep saying that. Who's this? What? What is your name? You're Joe, right? Jesus. Is it who? Okay. Okay. I'm Joe. Who are you? You called me. Did I? And you have my phone number. Do I? What? This is Joe, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to reach Joe. Okay, right. I'm Joe. You reached me. Oh, hey, man. What's going on? Nothing much. Who is this? What? Jesus. All right, later.
Yo.
This is your time to shine over there, Matthew.
Alright, so check it.
I really have to go to the bathroom. Can you cover this for a second?
Why didn't you just go when we were on break?
Well, because I figure you're going to tell your story now.
Yeah, I want you to hear it.
Oh.
You need to hear the story.
Do we have wireless headphones?
No. Do you seriously have to pee?
I do.
Just pee in the bottle. Alright.
That would be great if that happened right now, wouldn't it?
So last night I go to this local dive bar that I'm always at all the time.
Okay.
And
I thought you went to the nice bar.
No.
Okay.
I got two. I got alternating nice and dive.
Okay.
It depends on my mood, you know.
Now I'm familiar.
One I spend $2 on cans of PBR, the other one I spend $5 on really nice beer. It depends on my mood in the day and how much income I have.
Okay.
So I'm at this bar, and my buddy Joe comes out to hang out with me. And we're just sitting there, and we're like, you know, how can we, remember when we used to do stuff and like go places? And he's like, yeah, what do you want to do? And I was like, I don't know. And he replies with, you want to go to this strip club? Knowing full on that that's not my scene. That's not the thing that I like to do. It's not a thing that I do.
I picture you guys playing songs in strip clubs.
Yeah.
Covering 80s hair bands.
So we get in the car, we get out there, and we walk in, and it's just exactly what you would expect it to be.
And you've already told me the name. I don't know if you're going to mention the name now. You told me the name, and I picture it. I pictured a bunch of old women.
I'll mention the name. The joint's called Scruples.
Okay.
So, it's like the worst. It's a pretty bad scene.
And it's not like we're from Philadelphia.
Right.
It's not like you're going to, a strip club in the city.
No.
You're going to like a suburb.
This is a suburb strip club. So.
And when I picture and just picturing the place, I'm picturing a bunch of older women, topless, not fully nude.
Yeah. Give or take. Let me get to that.
Okay. I'm jumping ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're jumping ahead. We walk in, and it's just as you would assume. There's a bar, and within the bar area, there are small stages, I guess. They look like cubes out of Tron or something. These little cubes, and then there's the inevitable pole. And there's a few women, casually dancing next to these poles.
Okay.
And I've only been in one other strip club in my life, and this happened on my 21st birthday, and I was crappy drunk before I even got there.
That's where you met your girlfriend.
No. I was really drunk before I even got there, so when I did get there, it was a bad scene, and I don't remember much of it. So this is my first one where I can think, and I'm sober. Okay, so we sit down, we get a drink, and they're like walking around. And
the girls or you?
No, the girls.
Okay.
Like, no girl has approached me yet ever in my life. No stripper has come near me to do the thing that they do before in my life.
Let me take a look at you here. Hang on. Let me look at the camera to see you from the front. Okay. I just have to, because they go for the money,
I don't look like I got money. And I've got, like, my Cartoon Network hat on last night. I've got my bright blue sweatshirt, black V-neck and, like, jeans, And she walks up, and she's, like, walking around, and she's going around. And then my buddy Joe, who, like, goes here all the time, or, like, he's been there a lot, and he knows how they work. He goes, no, I gotta go take a phone call. Like, right then. And walks out. So, like, I'm alone now. I'm
there by yourself.
doing this. I'm essentially in this strip club by myself as this gargantuan Amazon of a woman comes around the corner. She was very, very tall.
And this is when they come up to you, I think, when you're by yourself, because you look desperate.
No.
Oh, okay.
I guess. I don't know what it was, but she was going to everybody. She would go, like, it was like a line. It was like, now, well, you saw my butt. Now, give me your money.
What were they wearing? I'm trying to.
They were all pretty much topless. She had on some sort of crisscross number.
Okay.
Like,
So it wasn't
was
fully
like,
naked?
It was like,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
The lower half was relatively covered. She's coming around the corner, and she gets up to me, and I'm scared shitless. I am so nervous. This is not my scenario. This is not what I do. And she goes to do that thing. You know the thing where they grab it with their breasts.
With their hands.
No, they take the dollar.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
With the boobs.
They want you to put the dollar.
They want you to put the dollar
that
out so
area.
that they can snap it away with their chest parts. And I wasn't having it.
Right.
I didn't want to do that alone. I didn't want to jump into the scene like that. I needed to test the water out, put my toe in before I decided to get into the whole scene. And so I've got this
you put
dollar.
a quarter in there.
So I've got this dollar. And I kind of go, here you go. Like with this stupid little 6th grade smile on, because I didn't know what else to do. And she was like, all right, well, I'm not going to work for this one. Just took the dollar out of my with her hand and walked away. And I was like, oh, God, it's over.
Nice.
Oh, that was awesome. It gets worse. So my buddy Joe comes back in and laughing the whole time, finding this to be the most hysterical thing that he's seen or been through in a while. What's going on there? Okay. So he's finding this hysterical because apparently he was just watching from like the side. And I didn't know. And so he's like, that was hysterical.
Nice.
And so we're sitting there. So they introduced the next dancer.
What was her name?
I don't know. Something ridiculous, like Electra. Or like...
Nah, this isn't American Gladiators.
No, I'm serious.
Okay.
One was named Electra. Or like,
Ice.
Poppin' Fresh or something.
Okay.
And she starts dancing. And she's doing this thing. At this point, another stripper is making her rounds around the thing.
Okay.
And this woman...
That's a little disrespectful, I think.
Right. This other girl's dancing here. And this other woman whose age was hard to determine because her face looked mid to late 40s.
Okay.
Her breasts were easily 21.
Oh, they're probably new.
Probably. And the rest of her could have been about 28.
Okay.
So it was hard to gauge. And it gets even more confusing because she comes up to me and she's like, I remember you. And this is when I get scared. I was like, from where? She's like, from here. And I'm like, Miss, that's impossible. I feel you're mistaken. This is my first time in this building.
Right, you've never been there before.
I've never been there before. She's like, I don't think so. I remember you. Same tattoo. You had a hat with things dangling. And I'm like, that sounds like me. that does sound like me.
Yeah.
I've worn those flappy hats in extent, sometimes in the summer. This could have been me.
Yeah.
And I look at Joe, and I'm like, you've never taken me here before, right? And he's like, I don't know. We may have ended up here in one of our drunken nights. I mean,
Right.
I'm like, did I come here and black out this whole scenario? But she's like, you were fun. And I'm like, that doesn't sound like me. Not in this scenario.
Mm-hmm.
And like, she's like, listen, I've been here for 21 years. And I'm like, wait a minute. I can't do the math of what I'm seeing here. Your body looks a certain age, and your face looks another age. And you're telling me you've been here for 21 years.
Yeah.
21 years you've been topless. Damn. But anyway, she's insisting that she knows me, and I do not know her.
Okay.
And basically, that was the events of the night, but what it comes down, there were a couple more strippers that came by, like one Asian chick and like some other people, And by this time, I had gotten into it because I like to feel... Once I wake up and like get the nervousness and the awkwardness over in a scenario that I don't like, I like to have fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided I was only going to give girls dollars if they told me what their major was because I was convinced that they were all working their way through college.
I don't think that's the place they work their way through college at, though.
Listen.
It's not like you're in a nice place.
So they'd walk by and I go, "What's your major?" And they're like, "What?" And I'm like, "I just take the dollar."
Nice.
But I figured it out. I figured out what strip clubs are.
Okay.
They're the biggest scam.
Obviously.
They're a super scam. See, there's got to be two types of guys that walk in there.
Mm-hmm.
There's the guy that genuinely likes the scenario. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess there's more. Guy who genuinely likes the scenario, wants to party and see some boobs. There's the desperate guy who's got nothing else and has nothing else. Then there's the guys that think it's funny or ironic to be there, which is where I fell
Okay.
into this thing. And they're usually the guys that are terribly awkward. So you've got the guys that really love it and want to have fun and see some boobs. They're going to give them dollars. Lots of dollars.
Right.
Then you got the second one, the desperate ones. They're so desperate for attention, they're going to give them dollars. Lots of dollars. Then you get to the my section. I was scared to do anything. I gave them dollars so they'd go away.
Yeah.
That was the scenario. They shamed me into paying them. I'm like, you didn't do anything for me.
Right.
I mean, not that I was expecting anything, but like, you're being very presumptuous walking up going, hey, I mean, I didn't get a name call. Like, I wasn't shouted out at, you know?
Right.
You didn't provide any service directly to me that feels that I should, like, I tipped my bartender. My bartender served me a beer. If you came over here with a beer between your tits, I might have given you $1 willingly. But I gave it to you because I was so scared of the situation and I wanted you to go away. So,
Makes sense.
Strip clubs are a scam.
Well, you know, to kind of piggyback on your story, I'm the same way. I don't understand the point of it.
Right.
Why am I paying somebody just to look at them?
Right.
It's not like anything else is going to happen.
Like, exactly.
They
Like,
could care less about me. I can watch this on TV for free.
right.
I've got the internet right
The
in front of me.
internet is full of boobs.
You're looking at them right now on the internet.
I know.
It's all these computers over here, actually.
Exactly. 90% of these are porn.
So I get tied up going to one a couple years ago,
It's always like a chore when you get stuck doing them, too.
and it's like, I gotta go. Fine. Because we worked with the guy, just turned 18, so we're like, let's go out, whatever.
Yeah.
Because he was excited. He was one of
He was
those
like,
guys.
yeah, he's one of the guys that's excited and thinks it's going to be a good time.
Yeah, because he didn't have good luck with the ladies to begin with.
Right.
One of
So
those
all
deals.
those guys who don't have any luck at all are the guys that...
Yeah. So he's
Get
super
excited.
excited. We go out, and right off the bat, it's full nude. It's in Center City too, so they are the college girls working their way through.
Okay.
And then I'm like, okay, and I'm scouting out the place. I'm like, I don't really have the money to spend here,
Yeah.
and I don't want to. My project was, how can I not spend money here? That's what I set out to do.
Exactly.
So I kind of positioned myself behind the people of Spanish descent from Mexico,
Right.
and because the strippers were hitting them up like there was no tomorrow, because they were throwing away their illegal money all over the place.
Yeah.
Illegally earned money.
Yeah.
They're not citizens. Just clarifying. So I'm sitting behind them, so I've already got that layer of defense.
Right.
Then my second layer of defense is when they'd come over to, like when they'd get close, I'd look over at the guy next to me. Oh, hey, buddy, blah, 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 acting like I'm talking to him.
So now, what was this scenario like? Was it like a big room and they just kind of roamed?
It was like
Okay,
a stage
so
in the
you-
center, so you can sit around the stage.
Right. Let's see. My scenario was exactly that. It was just the bar, and there was nowhere else to be. There was
Okay.
like no side spots
kinda
that
scared.
I could get away from them.
You're stuck then.
I have to give these girls dollars, or they're not going to leave me alone.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay, so you're kind of stuck,
I'm trapped.
and it's even more awkward because like the girls are fully naked in front of you.
Right.
So like I'm positioned, and then my layers of defenses are going away, and then my buddies are over, and the one guy decides who's a frequent. He's the kind of guy that goes and
That's his thing.
yeah. So he decides.
Tell me he licked the dollar and stuck it to his forehead.
No. I've got another story. I'll tell you about that. So he just, that's his thing.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, let's buy. The guy's name is Craig. That
Yeah.
went out with us. He's like, let's buy Craig a dance because they had a private
damn
room.
it.
I don't know. At your place, was there a private room?
No, there wasn't. That wasn't even an option. There was a takeout like fridge.
Oh, okay. You could
You could take out some
strippers.
beer.
Okay.
It's not strippers, it's beer. You could take out some beer, but like no, there's no private area.
Yeah, so this was like a private room in the back. They
I'm
went,
assuming there
we
might
didn't
be,
know.
but like you couldn't tell.
Okay.
that it was there.
Not by design.
Yeah, it was probably
Okay.
like a really gross couch in there.
Yeah. So they go. So we're like, hey, what girl do you like? And he's like, for some, I'm roped into paying for half this for some reason. We're like, which girl do you like?
You
He's
better
like,
pick a good one. Son.
yeah. He's like, I like that one over there. And I turn around to look at her.
Tell me what the.
I'm like, I think that's a patron. He's like, what? I'm like, I don't think she works here. He's like, how can you tell? Well, for starters, she's wearing a hoodie, and she's with that guy next to her. It was like one of those deals because that's a scenario
Oh, wow.
you missed. The girl accompanying the guy there.
Yeah,
So
that
then-
is a scenario that does happen.
So he's like, oh, okay. Then he picks
I
a
like
girl.
that girl. She's got a hoodie on.
Yeah,
Dude,
so
she doesn't work here.
yeah. So she's not dressed for this at all.
She's got a hoodie on. Oh, I thought she was going for like the school girl next door.
Yeah. So then he picks another girl that actually works there, and
Well, thank God.
I don't know how to arrange this. So my buddy like arranges it, gets her over.
There's a series of hand signals from what I understand.
It's like baseball is calling out the
Like-
play. So he brings over the girl, and we're like, hey, how much? We're gonna buy this guy a dance. A
Right.
private show. Actually, we're gonna buy a private show.
Right.
Like, what are we looking at? She's like, well, what's he looking for? And I don't understand what's happening.
What do you mean? What's he looking for? I thought it was like standard, like you pick a menu item here.
Yeah. I don't understand what's going on. She's like, it's $40 base rate. And he's like, okay. And he looks over at me. He's like, give me $50.
Wait a minute.
I'm like, I'm paying for this whole thing. He's like, nah, just give me $50. Here's $50. One of the worst mistakes I've ever made in my life. And then he throws in 50. He's like, well, here's 100. Pretty generous tip here. Take care of him.
Oh, Christ.
So they go off, whatever, separate.
Oh, Christ.
And then, so I'm sitting there awkwardly.
Naturally.
Because my buddy decides he's going to get a separate dance. So I'm just sitting there by myself. And then friend one comes out, biggest smile ever on his face. This is the guy we paid for. I paid $50 out of the 100 with the base rate of 40, keep in mind.
So
I'm like, so tell me the story, like what happened back there. And he's like, dude, it was fucking awesome. Like, just going at it. Then she pulls out the condom. And just as he said that, my other friend comes out and he says something to me. So I turn around. Never got the end of that story.
Nah.
I can only assume what happened based on.
Yeah.
I think that was his first time there in the strip club.
Oh.
He fell in love with this girl. We had to go like every other week after that.
Oh.
It was like a Friday night thing. We had a meeting then the next day.
Oh, poor guy.
And he shows up at this meeting. It was a late night, obviously.
Yeah.
The boss knew we were all out together.
Right.
This kid shows up at this meeting like 15 minutes late. Has the X on his hand still because he was 18, under 21. Didn't even look like he showered.
He smelled like shit.
Had his best day ever in
Really?
for work productivity.
Wow.
Boss is like, hey, I don't know what you guys did, but this happens every week now. He's like, because you guys are hitting the numbers you always hit. This guy's a superstar today. It's like, this happens every day. Like, I think he got laid. Like, that's what I think happened.
Oh, man.
No other way to say it. I think we paid for him to have this happen to him.
I could have been like second base. Or third, rather.
That would be third, yeah, because...
Could have been third.
I'm thinking, yeah, because...
Even second, I mean, I don't know what kind of establishment this was.
Center City, all nude.
Well, you figure...
Very shady.
Very shady?
Very
like
shady.
Scary shady? Yeah.
We saw police officers in the building.
Oh, he got laid.
Not shutting down the place, like taking money.
He got laid.
Because I was thinking maybe it was third and, just, to prevent some kind of STD,
right.
put one on.
Yeah.
But I'd be disappointed if I paid $100 for that.
Right.
So I think it was the full deal. Got like madly in love with this girl, like learned her life story the next couple weeks.
Started bringing her like cupcakes at work.
Yeah. But, and the stories don't end there. But I know it's that time where we have to take a quick break and have to run to the dark bathroom. So I will tell you an even better story, as if one can top that.
Wow.
After this. So wait for that story. Listen to more of Matthew's band that he makes me play every week.
This is Robots and Race Cars, and you're listening to the Stabcast. Stabcast only at stabcast.com.
And now the Stabcast calls Sister Sarah's adult store to ask about their return policy.
So delayed. Oh, actually, no, it's not. It worked out pretty well. This is my favorite part of the show. Are you taking it?
Good afternoon, Sister Sarah.
Yes, I'm in town, and I was wondering if you guys had any kind of good videos in stock.
Yes, we do. We're open to 6 if you want to come in.
Open to 6. Now, do you have any? I'm on a tight budget. Do you have any used videos or used toys?
No, they're all new for $24.95 DVDs.
Ooh. What about dolls? Do you have any used dolls?
As promised.
Dum 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 dum.
Let me put on my headphones here so I can hear myself. Yeah. Sound better than I normally do in life. Stripper story number 2.
Stripper story number 2.
You told yours. I told one of mine, which was good, about a guy who I'm pretty sure got laid in a strip club. It's still undetermined to this day what actually happened in that room. So then we go. Another story. Same place.
Right.
To set the scene, I hate these places. I'm positioned in the back corner so nobody can even come close to me. Because it's awkward.
It's awkward. It's just weird, man.
It's a girl standing fully naked in front of you. Hey.
What do you want from me?
And they're salespeople. They don't just take the dollar, which that is their first thing. They take the dollar so they have the dollar. And they say, do you want a private show?
Yeah.
No. And then you're offending them. Why? Don't I look good? Are you not attracted to me? It's awkward. So my game is to be in the position where I don't talk to these people. So I'm there, just doing my thing.
I've got games too, just to interject there. Just pretend you're deaf or something.
Start signing to them.
Yeah, just be like I guess obviously you'd have to learn sign language to be convincing, but that kind of stuff.
Now we're gonna have to go to one so we can play this game.
Yeah.
Damn it! Not tell my wife or your girlfriend where we are.
Oh, I told my girlfriend. She doesn't care.
If we're going every week though to play this game. Because it's going to have to be a round robin tournament. That's how we do things.
Yeah, we don't ever half-ass anything. So.
If it's worth doing, it's worth overdoing on this show. then we're going to have to call Stickcam, get a broadcast out of this.
Right.
Don't worry, we'll blur everything within a foot of us. We'll put that filter on that. So it's good. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Feature this show.
Anyway.
So, I'm playing this game, and I'm standing there, and I hear, Mike. That's my name, by the way, for those who don't know. A lot of people don't know that. And I hear my name.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's kind of weird. And then I hear my name again. It's a common name.
Common name. A lot of people name Mike.
And I'm sure your name's Matthew.
Yeah, a lot of people.
We've got the Bible going on over here.
Yep.
So, Michael and Matthew.
Strippers.
Actually, you've got your own book. I don't.
I know.
Got 2 books, actually. So. You do, Matthew. You want a Matthew?
Oh my God, just a story.
So, Michael doesn't have a book.
Right. So you hear your name.
So, yeah, and I don't look around when I hear it because it's so common. Yeah. Then I hear it again. I'm like, whatever. And it's getting louder and it's more in my direction. So I'm like, this is kind of strange. Then I do glance around. Then I hear my last name, which we all know.
Yeah. So it's definitely you.
Yeah.
Now, they're definitely addressing you.
So then I do the full turnaround. I'm like, okay, I'm just trying to get my attention here. I'm thinking it's maybe somebody on the other side of the stage or something. It's a girl on the stage, fully naked, performing. It's like, hey,
what's up?
Hey, do you want to point at her? Hey, she's like, I'll talk to you in a minute. Okay. Song ends. Okay. And I felt bad. So I'm like, fuck, I gotta spend $1 here because you throw the $1 at her. That's what you do. Crumble it up and throw it at her. So it's gotta hit the stage. So I did that, and then she comes up to me afterwards.
Naturally,
it's a flaw in my plan. She sought me out.
She knows you,
and she's like, "Hey, how's it going?" And to set the scene, I'm maybe under 21 at the time too.
I'm striking that the reveal on who this girl is going to be the best.
A couple years out of high school it was what the scene. She's like, "Hey, how's it going?" I'm like, "Hey, pretty good." And we get talking. She's like, "So what have you been doing since school?"
Got it.
And this isn't college. This is 2 years out of high school.
This is great.
I'm like, "Not much. What have you been up to?" She's like, "Hey, going to school, going to college,
being naked,
getting my degree." I'm like, "Oh yeah, what's your degree in?" Kind of like your game.
Yeah. What's your major?
It was something advanced too. But then, like, I started thinking, I'm like, where have I seen? Like, obviously, I know her from high school.
Right.
I'm like, where? AP English. She sat behind me. So I'm like, oh, awesome. And what's funny is, I tried to go out with her a couple times, obviously. Turned me down a couple times.
Yeah.
And now she's stripping for money.
Right.
So then, it got even more awkward. And she's like, oh, so, I've been talking to you for a while now.
Is she ass naked this like whole time?
Yeah. And, I'm checking it out. Pretty much what I'd expect to see at this point.
Yeah.
What I always thought I was seeing every time I'd look behind you. Oh, this is also the girl that got me suspended for sexual harassment. Because you know what you do in class. Yeah. You're getting papers passed to you.
Yeah.
You pass them behind you. I passed them behind me. Thought she had the papers. I let go. The papers hit the floor. My terminology was, fuck me. Because the papers fell on the floor. She took that as a harassment. And I had to explain what happened.
All right, so now you're in a scenario. You're at the strip club. This girl who got you suspended for harassment, turned you down a couple times for dates, is asshole naked.
Yep.
In front of you.
Casually talking to me like
Casually
we're best
talking
friend.
to you like your best friends.
Hey, how's it going? Yeah. Remember when we were in this class
I have
together?
an idea of where this is leading to.
Yeah, then she's like, I've been talking to you for a while. Do you want to get a dance? A private show.
Tell me you
I
took
keep
it.
saying dance.
Tell me you
keep
took
saying
it.
private show.
Please, God, tell me you took it.
And I'm like, I don't really, I didn't really bring enough money. She's like, like $20. Yeah, we're friends. Like, I'll tell you what. I'll give you 40. You take care of my friend here.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, okay. Same friend as before.
Right.
Might as well pay for him to have sex again.
Right.
So he comes back later. He's like, it's kind of awkward. She was just like talking about you the whole time. She's asking me like what you're up to, and she's like, she thought you were the coolest guy ever. Apparently, I'm like, oh, yeah, she didn't give me the time of day in school, so
That's how it is, man.
But it was just so awkward. Like, there it is, right in front of me.
That's weird.
It's like, what do I do here? Here is another.
See, I
dog.
was praying for that scenario because, like, okay, let me give you a little story about me and my buddy Joe in high school. We weren't the nicest guys. All right, I mean,
you aren't now either.
No, we weren't mean, but like together we could be ruthless. We could be like, and it was in my younger years, and I'm not really like that at all anymore. But like, we made a lot of people sad and cry, and like, stuff like that. So I was praying for a scenario with somebody that knew us because I would not invoke the same reaction that you got. I would invoke the oh fuck.
Nice.
Cover up, dodge out of the building kind of a scenario.
I was just like more like confused. Like, is this happening? This is awkward. This girl who I wanted to see naked for 4 years of my life
is here naked.
It's here, and would probably have sex with me.
And I don't even want to pay for it.
Yeah, don't even want to.
No,
because now I have this game. She missed the boat.
It's called Missed the Boat.
Yeah.
The ship has sailed.
Yeah, and they say that was just awkward.
Yeah, that's.
And then I've got one more story.
Go for it. We got about half an hour.
And again,
15 minutes.
And this will take us right up to the final break, I think.
All right.
And again, I'm not big in the strip clubs.
No, who actually is?
I find myself in Canada, Montreal.
I awake in Canada.
Yeah, and fun time up there, by the way.
Yeah, you told me a little bit about that.
The story gets so good. I have several Canada stories. This is the first of many, though.
Right.
Only one I will tell on the show today.
Okay.
So we're up there, and my buddy's like, coincidentally, this was the boyfriend of my wife at the time that I'm up in Canada with. She was not present on this trip. And he's like, hey, why don't you...
Wait. The way you said that, when you said boyfriend of my wife at the time, sounds like you had a wife at that time, and this was
Oh, no, my current
boyfriend.
wife, it was her ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, her boyfriend.
Boyfriend at the time.
The time.
Yeah, we swapped at one point.
Yes.
But had sex with the same girl.
What?
Oh, no.
What's happening?
I messed up everything. I was playing with this before.
Oh,
This
is
was
it
fully
okay?
disconnected before we started today.
Oh.
It was in that crate. So we're there. He's like, hey, let's go to the strip club. I'm like, okay. And we go there, and he's like the expert all of a sudden.
Yeah.
He tips and they're nice up there, apparently.
In Canada?
Yeah, Canadian women are hotter anyway.
All Canadians are nicer.
Yeah. A. So, A, we're going to the strip club. B, when we get there, I had to set, and that was a weak setup.
That was good.
So when we get there,
that clip forever.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And then we can play the clip of The Simpsons after I ripped it off.
Yeah.
And then, so they seat you there.
Yes.
So he gives the guy like a 20. to seat us right next to the stage. They have several little side stages. Then we get there. Again, I don't like to spend money at these places.
Right.
Girl comes over. She's like, if you're sitting side stage, like you got to be drinking this whole time. We're like, okay, yeah, let me get a. I see you got the six beers in a bucket, and they're Molson, so it's like local there.
Yeah.
I'm like, how much is that? She's like, it's $40
for 6 beers in a bucket.
Yeah. I'm like, God, is that the cheapest? She's like, yep. Fuck. So right off the bat, I'm out $40 in this endeavor.
It's $40 for a 6-pack of Molson in a bucket
in Canada. Yeah.
In Canada, where Molson grows on trees.
Yeah. So that happens.
Wow.
And then we're sitting there, and of course, one of the most awkward, and their money there, they've got the loonie, which is the $1 coin, and the tune, which is the $2 coin.
Is it really Looney Tune?
Yeah, it's the loonie and the toonie. So, like, what am I going to do with this thing? Like, you don't throw it at them, obviously.
You'll pelt them in the eye.
So, luckily, though, everyone's got their American currency, so, like, the thing to do is, pull that out. My friend, this was so confusing to me. He stands up. What the fuck's about to happen here? Puts a American dollar bill that he got from change at a strip club in his mouth. Lays on his back on the stage. Oh, fuck, we're going to get kicked out of this place. And they're fully nude there, too. Girl comes, like, puts her, whatever you want to call her, private area, like, right over his mouth. Like, grinds against his mouth for a little bit, takes the dollar and walks away. Like, there's so many, he's got so many diseases right now. And then he does it several more times. I'm like, this is allowed.
Right.
Fuck. How can I make that Canadian joke again? A, did that just happen? A. And
yes.
B, is it allowed? So he's getting diseases from her.
Apparently this is encouraged.
Yeah. He's getting diseases from her vagina area.
Hoo-ha.
And exactly. And then he's getting diseases from the dollar bill in his mouth.
That is,
Yeah. And then we're
circulated.
We're there with there's a third guy with us, actually.
That only cost $1?
In Canada. $1 American. This was before our economy tanked.
Oh, so
this was like
were
$3 there. Yeah.
Wow.
This is when you hold up the dollar and people would run over to you and help you. In Canada. And, so... And then we're there with another guy.
Right.
Same scenario, obviously, as my other strip club story, which is kind of weird. 18-year-old.
Right.
Not very popular with the ladies. So I don't think we bought him the stand. Like, I think he bought a private show himself. So he's there. And, they make you keep drinking because you're on the stage. So we're tanked. Right. No clue what's happening. I mean, this guy's playing.
We spent literally all the money there.
Yeah. So, we've got, and they keep, like, as soon as your bucket's empty, they bring you another one.
That's another $40.
Yeah, and they've got your card, so they're just banging your card every single time.
That would make me so mad.
Yeah. So we're, we easily spent $500 this night. And I never went in the back with a girl. We spent money on the stage, just in drinks. Wow. So he's in there, and we're like, fuck, let's just go home. So we leave the place. We're a couple blocks away. And I'm like, fuck, I don't think we've got Keith with us. I'm like, fuck, this guy's in here. Well, he doesn't have a cell phone, but I thought he did. So I'm calling, and this is well into the night, 1 a.m. We're talking. I'm calling what I think's his cell phone to let him know, hey, we left. You're going to have to walk back to the hotel by yourself. Sorry, it happened. And like a girl picks up the phone. And I'm like, oh, fuck, the stripper's picking up the phone. And I'm like talking to her as it's a stripper. I'm like handing the phone to my buddy. We don't know what we're doing. The stripper's on the phone. Hey, are you fucking our friend Keith? Are you fucking him? It's his mom. She's like, what's happening? And then, we figured out it was his mom. We just went back to the hotel, and he was obviously pretty pissed off when he left the room. Mm-hmm. Didn't see us in the strip club, and then had to walk back to the hotel by himself.
Right.
And then he wasn't mad either because we got the idea we were going to dump a bunch of water on his bed. So, yeah, not the best of night for him by any stretch of the imagination.
Wow.
Those are my 3 critical strip club stories.
That's a good story.
Which one do you like in order? I think it's a toss-up between the girl I knew.
Yeah, the girl you knew is the best one.
That's really the strip club story. The second one is not so much the strip club.
As the aftermath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As it's, calling his parents, so.
Right.
I don't know.
I mean, that's just a good story.
I'll take that. It's They're all good stories.
Yeah.
I like yours too.
Yeah.
Your story was okay.
Yeah. See, my cousin told me a story. This is like a secondhand story, but apparently he was somewhere and
Secondhand story. You don't want that in the strip club.
No.
Secondhand.
Secondhand. No, apparently they're all at the strip club and they did some sort of a show involving chocolate sauce.
Were they in Tijuana?
I don't know where they
Was
were.
there a donkey involved?
No,
Okay.
there was some sort of presentation with chocolate sauce, okay? And so some lucky guy got to go up there with the chocolate sauce and spray these girls down, I guess, with brown liquid.
See, I'm not into that.
That's weird. Well, apparently he was really drunk and like had no idea what was going on. And when she had bent over, she's like, "Oh, just go ahead." So he shoves the bottle in her ass and squeezes, apparently. And they obviously got thrown out.
Obviously.
Yeah, and roughed up a bit by security.
They'll do that.
Yeah.
It's
So,
kind of funny, actually.
There's that story.
That's good. That's a good one. See, we're going to need to come up with our own stories now.
Now, yeah, we're gonna have to go to strip clubs now. Awesome.
Can we expense $5? The goal will be who can. We got to stay there for 4 hours and not spend. Whoever spends the least amount in 4 hours.
Oh man, wins. Whoever spends the least amount of money in 4 hours wins.
We got to go to the place I was just talking about where it's they get right up on you.
I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
And
it'll be hilarious. Like if we don't film it, it'll be a sin. Because like I'm gonna be really.
I think
upset.
filming is discouraged.
Think so?
Yeah.
Want to get audio though? Can we get audio?
If you don't tell them you got a audio recording device on you.
Let's wire ourselves up, right?
Okay.
And we'll go in there.
So yeah.
Nobody will see anything, but we'll just play it on the show.
And that's
we'll play the audio.
That would be better. Us playing it and then commentating over it. I think.
And at this point, she is fully exposed.
It's best if you're commentate as it's happening. And at this point, this girl's in front of me fully exposed, which will actually help with you not.
Why do you
spending
keep
money.
talking into your shirt? And she seems to be on to me.
That'd be great, actually.
Oh man, this is awesome.
Yeah, let's
That's a good plan.
Yeah, let's wrap up the show and formulate this plan.
All right.
Let me hit this button though.
Hit that button.
Here we go.
This is Kellen from Stack Like Pancakes, and you're listening to the Stabcast at stabcast.com.
This is a song for the broken, for the abandoned, the betrayed, the abused, for all those who've been scarred with their hearts torn apart. Well, this is just the song for you. Tell I'm a bit upset, well, I haven't said anything yet, but trust me, there's still plenty on my mind. There's a lot I wanna say, but it doesn't matter anyway, so you go your way, and I'll go mine. Well, if I know you, you know me as much as you think you do. Maybe you can see that we are not the same as we were once before you threw our love out the door. These are the days that will go down in history. These are the times that you're not gonna go down with me. The memory of you and me will live in infamy, and I can't wait for this to end. Moral to the story, and don't trust anyone. It's a waste of time, don't waste your time. Let's get shit-faced drunk, cause that's all it takes. We'll get shit-faced drunk, cause that's all it takes to get inside those pants. Oh, you know it's true, you know it's true. So why all the pretty birds and flies still sing way up in the sky, when I'm down here staring at all the glory in the atmosphere? I hope the end is near, cause these are the days that'll go down in history. These are the times when you're not gonna go down with me. The memory of you and me will live in infamy, and I can't wait for this to end. So why do all the pretty birds in flight still sing way up in the sky? When I'm down here, staring at all the glory in the atmosphere, I hope the end is near. Oh, why?
You're listening to the Stabcast on Stabcast.com.
Welcome to 1-800-Flowers. This is Ann. How may I help you?
Wow, my name is Ray. I'm with 1-800-Flowers. I don't know how
We got connected to each other.
Nice.
Okay. Where are you at?
I'm in Centerville, Ohio.
I didn't even know we had an office there.
No, I'm a home agent.
Oh, you're a home agent.
Yes, I'm sitting in my den in my socks.
Okay. Well, I'm in Columbus, Westerville, Ohio. I'm in the home office.
We have a home office in Ohio, huh?
Well, we're with Cheryl and Company.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's pretty awesome. We got connected together, so
yeah.
Maybe the call was going to go to you, and it rerouted to me. But we don't have a call.
Yeah, unless there's somebody listening. Hey.
Okay. Well, thanks, Ray. Bye-bye.
Little crossfade action there.
Little crossfade. Caught in the crossfade.
Can that be your next song?
Yeah.
Caught in the crossfade. That'd actually be a cool name for a song, I think.
Caught in the crossfade.
So this was a pretty decent show, I feel.
Yeah.
We only talked about two things.
I know.
Bowling for soup.
And strippers.
And strippers. They go together, I feel.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Bowling for strippers.
Yeah, I don't know if our idea is ever going to get off the ground, though.
No, we'll get arrested. That's what's going to happen if we do that.
They don't arrest you at those places.
They beat you up.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not trying to touch anybody. I'm just trying to get
Film
audio
it.
recording.
You're trying to film the girls that you pay to work for you?
No. I just want to hear them talk.
Okay.
I don't want to see them. We can put that on Stickcam anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
So if we put the audio on,
okay. I don't know how well it's going to.
We'll basically audio the whole thing and then pull out the best snippets.
Because our phone, I'm sure my phone somehow records audio.
Mine does.
Yeah,
mine definitely does. Just put it in my shirt pocket.
I've never done it. But
recording.
We both have $500 phones, so pretty sure.
All I'll do is because the microphone's down here, I'll just put it in recording and then I'll just go, yep, just leave it there. And when she's whispering stuff at me, it'll get all caught and I'll be commenting. I'll be yo, she is fully exposed now. She's in the nude.
That'd actually be kind of cool. We got to do that. I'd be surprised. For the amount of, it's $500. I'm sure I can record audio somehow on this thing.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do it. I can record video.
Oh, dude, audio's easy. I got for me anyway, it's got like a note taking.
Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Applications. I have a memo pad. Can I take memos while this is happening? Excuse me, let me pull this. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Can I write this down?
Voice recorder. Okay. Yeah,
See, there you go.
Well, that's all I need to do at the end of the day. So this is going to be pretty cool. We're taking the week off next week, by the way.
Yeah, we are.
Because I have something to do. But there will be something good on here. Trust us.
Something good.
There's always something good. I like when we have weeks off because it's always something random that plays.
Yeah.
It's always Kevin Me on the show.
Yeah.
We'll replay that Dirty Purple thing probably.
Yeah.
That's the best thing we've ever done.
Really? Best thing, huh?
That was how, yeah. Bowling for Soup, I think, beat that out numbers-wise.
No.
But Dirty Purple, that was like 30,000 views. Not a bad day.
Not bad indeed.
And then, maybe we've got 2 weeks now. Now we got to get the stripper thing off the ground.
Yeah.
We got to go where it's shady.
Clearly.
Have you seen the one place in Tioga?
Tioga? I don't even know where Tioga is.
Have you seen the one place by the Tacony Bridge?
Oh, God.
It's like seriously an abandoned warehouse, it looks like.
Wait, which side? Jersey side or our side?
PA side. Oh, we're not going to Jersey for this.
Quality.
You're saying girls in Jersey are better than girls in Philly?
No. What I'm saying.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
For the sake of comedy,
okay.
I prefer they have like a neck brace.
Well, that involves us driving to Jersey, then. Do we really want to do that?
For comedy.
Okay. It's for the show. I'll have to do with that.
It's for the show.
Yeah, but I think that's kind of... Yeah, but this place in Philly, like, I know somebody that's been there. I don't have any stories firsthand because I've never been there. But it looks like an abandoned factory, like windows are busted out and everything. And it's like behind like a truck dealership.
Yeah.
And like big trucks.
Yeah.
Not like a Dodge Ram.
There's this, I went on this like adventure with like some dudes I know. We went camping or whatever.
Yeah.
And in this town, there's one strip club that looks like a reformed, like a switched over church.
Okay.
And their hours are only Saturdays. And it's like, they don't open till midnight.
It's so weird.
12 to like 2. That's the only, they're open for like 2 hours.
I don't get these places that are open like for lunch. I don't want to see
like just for lunch.
Well, I mean they
strip
serve
clubs at
lunch. First of all, I don't want to eat food there. I don't think
No.
that's sanitary.
No, there's something wrong with that.
Yeah, they need multiple hairnets. Secondly, again, I think the Food and Health Administration may shut them down.
Yeah.
And thirdly, like I don't want to see the squad that's working.
I don't want to see the day squad.
Yeah, I don't want to see Monday 11 a.m. squad. come through
Yeah,
here. I want to
that's
see
got to be at least,
Friday at
that's gonna
midnight.
be like C or D squad. Like
Yeah, not CRD Cup.
no squad.
Yeah, squad.
It's like they've clearly got the one's got like a broken leg. One doesn't have a leg.
Yeah.
Neck braces galore.
Yeah.
Missing teeth. Teeth where they're not supposed to be.
Their teeth down there.
Oh, what's going on?
that's I don't even know. It's something with a beard. I was going to say I don't fully have the
Beaver.
joke formulated.
Something like a beaver. Something
Yeah,
like,
that's
that
an
would
angry beaver. Okay.
Vagina dentata.
Yeah, I think. But yeah, this guy was saying, he's like, yeah, it looks like a warehouse. He's like, I've been there once, and it's like an abandoned warehouse on the outside. You walk in, and it's an abandoned warehouse inside. They just put up these walls. There's like no ceiling though. So he's like, it's kind of weird, kind of a weird feel. When it's fully nude, there's always the shadiest. We'd have to find a Jersey fully nude.
I'm uncomfortable already. I'm uncomfortable talking about it.
I'm uncomfortable driving to Jersey, so you can imagine how I feel about the rest of this plan.
This plan's awful. Can't we hire somebody to do this for us?
My car typically doesn't drive over the bridge.
We need to get like an on the scene reporter for the Stabcast. Like
we kind of have one today.
Who can we hire to go do this shit for?
We'll hold like passes and guest lists in front of them.
Yeah,
we're gonna be on the guest list for Warped.
Yep, you're gonna have to do this. You're gonna have to do this.
Actually, I want to go to Warped, and so do you.
Yeah.
We'll hold your Comic-Con thing over it.
No,
you can have Matthew's pass if you do this.
No,
whoever goes can have your pass.
No.
So if you go, you can have it.
I don't want to do it. No, we gotta get somebody. We could pay them like next to nothing. We need somebody like.
Nothing I think's better.
Nothing is better than next to.
Yeah.
We got to get them to like go to these strip clubs and do this stuff for us. Like, and we got to like.
Yeah, because I don't want to go.
Because I don't want to do it.
I don't want to drive to Jersey.
But it'll be funny. So like, who can we hire to do this?
There's one near my house. Maybe I'll go there, so I don't have to go anywhere.
There's one near my house too, but it's like risque.
That place is actually very nice. I think. Like I know people that go there and watch.
They have like the porn
boxing.
star of the month in there too.
Yeah. Well, I know people that go there not for the girls. Like, there's like
They have
pool
good
tables
wings.
and everything. No, like there's like pool tables set up there or something.
Yeah.
They go and play pool.
It's a
I don't
decent
shoot
size.
pool though, but I can learn.
I can learn.
I can learn if it's for comedy.
Last time I was in there, it was weird. There was like Vaseline all over them.
You were in there before?
Yeah, I was drunk.
Okay.
21.
Oh,
My
okay.
first birthday.
That was risque. Okay.
Franny took me there.
Okay.
I was so drunk.
Him, I picture going there all the time to watch games and stuff.
Yeah, to like watch hockey.
Like I can picture him like watching the Phillies game there.
Yeah. Like not even paying attention to the girls.
Yeah. No, apparently that's what people do there. I don't know. It's like Dave and Buster's
weird.
with strippers.
It's weird.
Dave and Buster's with strippers. That's how I'm billing it.
That's what it is.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's be done.
I want to go. I'm going to a
me
Phillies
too.
game tonight. So Stabcast.com. Check that out during the week, I guess. Check Matthew's band out because we never plugged that on the show for some reason.
Have we never?
Yeah, you downplay it.
Yeah.
Get in a band called Robots and Race Cars.
Yeah, they're pretty awesome.
So, it's all on Stabcast.com. I'm sure you'll find it somewhere.
Yup.
And then we'll be back here next week. Check it out, people. The show will be here next week.
The show will be here. We physically won't.
So check us out. We'll see you later.